Now we have the NFC Championship game. So we had the Eagles fly high against San Francisco 49ers in a 31-7 debacle of the 49ers, man. I said that the 49ers wouldn't be able to beat Philly with the third string quarterback or the fourth string quarterback or the fullback that's playing quarterback, man. I don't know what the hell happened, man, but Philly got on those boys' head, man. They are sack leaders, man, and they showed that they are very tough. So Jalen Hurts didn't do much, 15 for 25, 121. I mean, that's not really anything. Gainwell, he had like 48 yards, man. It was just a rushing attack, man, just by everybody. Miles Sanders had 2 touchdowns. Jalen Hurts had a rushing touchdown. It wasn't really a lot of offense, but their defense stopped those other guys from scoring. And like I said, with Brock Purdy getting a UCL injury, man, like they got on that man neck early, and it was pretty much over from then on. They put in Josh Johnson, the freaking 15-year vet, man. I don't remember this guy even playing since Tampa Bay in like 08, 09 or something like that. They put this guy in. He couldn't be effective. They put in the fullback to do a couple drives. Then they had to put Brock Purdy back in injured, and it was just too much. It was just too much for him. But the 49ers had a great season this year. I feel like they're doing very well. If they would have had anybody come back, I thought maybe Garoppolo would have came back by now or something like that. But he's so injury prone, man. I know they're going to get rid of him this year. But like I say, shout out to the Eagles. Fly high Eagles, man.
Garoppolo's definitely gone. Shanahan all but confirmed that not too long ago. I just seen. However, I would hope Philly's defense showed up because their offense didn't look that great, that impressive, in my opinion. They ran the ball. It was enough. You ain't really got to throw when you're running, you're controlling. I would hope their defense played well, though, seeing as they were like sack record. They were two sacks short of the record with 70 sacks, the NFL record this year. Defense is playing really well, but I would hope they would against a practice string quarterback. You know something? On March 18th of last year, Josh Johnson signed with the Denver Broncos, and then he was signed to the practice squad the next day. Okay, and then the point I'm getting here is the only time he's elevated to an active rosters is when there's an injury to a quarterback. There was an injury to Russell Wilson. That's when he got brought up this past season. He threw for 10. He threw one pass this year, maybe 2 for 10 total yards before this game that he was thrown into. There's no way Philly loses that game. Brock Purdy was hurt on the first drive of the game, 6 snaps in, and he came. Right. And then Josh Johnson played through the game, and then he got a concussion. So Brock Purdy was forced to come back into the game because that was the only other active quarterback on their roster. That is fault of their management, and that is strictly on them. When those are the only 2 active quarterbacks you have for an NFC championship game, you morons, you dumbasses. What you could have called up anybody. I don't care who it was. Like, that's crazy. Somebody with any type of experience. Josh Johnson was not it. But, of course, Philly's going to ball on them. They did. Had we had known that they were going to be facing Josh Johnson and not Brock Purdy, I would have picked the Eagles to win by 40, in my opinion. And then a couple of my boys tried me. They were like, oh, so the Eagles, so they ended up beating a 4th-string quarterback instead of a 3rd. And you think it's that big of a difference? Yeah, I do, because Brock Purdy was setting records. Go look at what this man did before this game. He didn't even turn it over. His numbers outweighed Montana in his first however many starts. It was the franchise best and all of his stats that he was putting up. This dude is no scrub over there. He's going to be competing, if not the starter, next year. Don't be surprised if Trey Lance is out. You don't know what they're going to do, but Jimmy G's definitely gone. Philly balled on them. They were supposed to. They did everything they were supposed to, so I can't hate on them yet, but I'm not exactly sold on them just yet.
But you know what they say, man, pressure bust pipes so they make diamonds, man. So he must be a Cuban zirconium or whatever right now, man, because that pressure, man, was on his head, boy. For real, Brock Purdy, man, you did a lot of things, man. They were trying to compare you with Brady. Like, I just hate all that hype stuff, man.
That's
for real. But if he would have won it, bro, they would have put him right up there with Brady, man. He would have been the new Brady out here, man.
Bullshit.
So, bro, that's what they were trying to do, though. That's what they're trying to do.
That's why we're here to talk about it, so we don't let them get away with that dumb shit.
Right? Yeah, no, you can't get away with that one. But Brock Purdy, man, you did your thing, man, for real, man. You overachieved big time. And the 49ers are going to be very lucky to have you, man, this next season for real. So, like I said, not knowing what's going on with Trey Lance, I don't even feel like he's that guy, man. I don't feel like he's that guy, and I think Brock Purdy really solidified himself as that QB1 man over there in San Fran.
Yeah, I mean, you think he's definitely the front runner, right? Because just he'll have experience coming into next year. He's familiar with the offense. He's familiar with everything, how they want it done. He'll only probably get better, hopefully, as long as he can come back from this injury. I think he will, because it's not going to be like career ending or nothing. It's the UCL injury, same one Josh Allen had earlier in the year.
Right.
But, so it's.
But they say like 6 months for recovery, full recovery.
Yeah, so maybe a little bit more severe than.
So that's like the elbow. That's the elbow. That's the elbow tendon and stuff like that, right?
Nerve.
Is it the throwing? Is it the throwing?
Oh yeah, that's why he couldn't throw no passes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I'm telling you, he had the soggy arm, man, trying to go back out there, man.
Yeah.
For real.
Trying to throw a pass with that, you can't. That's why they ran all second half. You got to do nothing. You just do nothing but concede at that point, because I mean, not giving up on conceding on purpose, but I'm saying, like, if all you could do is run the ball, you can do. Philly's defense ain't having it, and they know what's coming. They ain't stupid. They're there for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't know, man. I just don't feel like Philly's been tested yet. You know what I'm saying? You come in, you got home field advantage throughout the playoffs because they had a great regular season. Credit them there, and then you get the bye week, and then you play the Giants, which they showed they had no business being on y'all field, and then you play San Francisco with a 4-string practice squad quarterback, so it's just like, to me, they haven't really been tested yet, but the Super Bowl is gonna see where all that ends there, man. Despite Patrick Mahomes not being 100%, it's still gonna be a hell of a matchup. Super Bowl matchups are set, man.
But Jalen Hurts not 100% either, so I don't know. It's gonna be a good one.